Hello. So, I'm gonna make a quick video. Already made one, but I'll do it again because the mic was off. But yeah, it's about like what I'm thinking in terms of how, just in terms of, I guess this country, but like the West as a whole, is looking. I don't know what. When I go on deliveries, like, I get to see people, and you know, I deliver to quite nice areas, rich areas, and you see the kinds of people who own the buildings and who are doing well in this current system. And yeah, I just think to myself, like, without going into any details, I think because of the system, because the whole narrative, if you like, the cultural narrative and political narrative has been turned on its head by, I don't know, the truth, by the fact that, there's been a whole load of nonsense, that the institutions have been weaponized to spread nonsense. And, you know, we've been educated in a nefarious manner in so many different ways for generations now. And there's been no real, it's just been revealed to be a giant scam. That the question of like who owns what comes up. When you realize, like, say if you're like in any relationship, there's a relationship between like the people, the society, and the people who administer it. There's a relationship there, and it's a relationship based on trust. And so when that trust is totally undermined, and not even undermined, but destroyed, annihilated, then what happens is there's a divorce. Like in any relationship where trust is totally destroyed in that relationship, there's no coming back from that. It's a divorce. There's nothing to reform. There's nothing to change. There's no marriage counseling you can go to fix that. I'm not talking about like a white lie. I'm talking about systematically undermining and wrecking someone's future or people's future. That's what the whole system or the people within the institutions have done. That's what they've allowed to happen, and not just allowed passively, but actively known that's what's going on, and made it happen. So yeah, the question then comes up then that there is no reforming this, therefore everyone has to go. Everyone working or even associated with the administrative state, the wealthy who've benefited from it and who backed it and who are part of it, all that is over. Why would I ever want to work for you again? Why would I do that? When you have clearly shown yourself to have completely betrayed our trust, right? And it's already been, shown to happen. Like, it's basically already happened to such an extent, that people are just kind of coming to grips with it. And like talking about fixing the system is attractive in some ways, but ends up being a distraction because no politician can like change this, can like fix this situation, like, because they would never be able to. So they shouldn't be able to try. There's too many interests already in place that have worked for decades to be there. And you're going to come along and say, I know, everyone has to go. No, it's not going to work. It's not going to happen. No one's going to support you on that. And it's like, it's not even just the administrative state. It's a whole system. The whole monetary system has proven itself to be a scam, really. So yeah, there's a divorce coming, in my opinion. And that divorce in any divorce, what happens is you discuss or argue about who owns what. And that's what's coming. Who owns what? Does Prince Charles really own Buckingham Palace? Or is it Bob down the street who owns it now? Because it's over. It is over. And that's it. It's basically my thoughts. Like, there's no way that this can be resolved amicably. Yeah. So, I guess that's what anyone who hasn't been in the club, or people who've kind of benefited the most from, how society has been managed, is in direct conflict with these people, with the administrative state, with the wealthy. You're in direct conflict. It's like, and they know it, so you might as well know it as well, okay? Because something's coming. We've already seen it already with the COVID. Without talking about that too much, but without, with the whole era, 2020 to 2022, we've already seen what can happen and how the system can completely take away every last civil liberty. And so the only thing you can do is to advocate for getting those civil liberties back. That's all you can do. Like, this dialogue that's going to happen is going to be, I guess, about liberty. So that is really the solution. And there is no, when I say solution, there's no complete solution yet. It's evolving over time, right? As I think, as this discussion takes place, however it takes place. So I think becoming an advocate for civil liberties is going to be the thing to do, right? So I'm thinking about going off grid and traveling a bit. That's why I've been building this van project, so I can go on holiday before I can't even cross the border. Before stuff happens where it becomes even difficult to travel, I want to go out and travel a bit. But that's just one thing, and there's also crypto. I've talking about that in previous videos. I think that's a very nascent ecosphere, but something to look into, I think, and research. You can't do much with it at the moment other than buy it and sell it. But if I was to say what I'm into, I've said it before: bitcoincash, Monero. Again, totally nascent, and you can't do much with them at the moment other than buy it, hold it, or sell it. But definitely research it and see what you think. Just that alone already is a beginning. What else? Just generally kind of going off grid as much as you can, as in extricating yourself from the system as much as you can over time, is just, or at least gradually doing it, not like anything radical, but gradually doing it as time goes on, because I think advocating for your liberty is going to become easier the more the less dependent you are on the system as a whole. So those are my thoughts. Just that, there is a divorce coming, and that divorce means a pretty hard discussion as to who owns what, because you think about all the stuff that the government has done, the propaganda, the DEI, the immigration, the DEI hiring, the what else? Just everything. Just the whole, all that basically benefiting the world at the expense of the citizens, right, of this country. This is a country, after all. All the Western countries are countries with genuine citizens who have had, potentially had at least their interests totally undermined. I think that there should be a price to pay for that, and I don't think that in the end, like when politicians talk about the debt, we the people are the debt. We're the debt. Okay, that's the problem. And like no one in power ever wants to give up power. It's just not like it's not why they're there. So yeah, those are my thoughts, and yeah, thanks for watching the video, and till next time.